Hey, good people. How's everyone doing? Trust that everyone is doing well. Hopefully, I'll be brief on today. Thanks for tuning in. A lot of things going on in the crypto market, right? A lot of things going on in the stock market. Has some what to do with the tariffs and what have you. And anyway, things are going up, groceries going up, and life is going up. Hey, such is life, right? What can you do? Here on this channel, right, what I try to bring to the world, to whoever tunes in, I'm all about getting some financial knowledge, right, and beginning to build your financial knowledge, building your financial wealth by utilizing the stock market and or the crypto market. Excuse me. Preferably both, right? So some folks believe in it, some folks do not. All I can say is there's works. Stock market, and I've said it tons of time before. The stock market has been around since 1792. Has made more millionaires than any other entity in the history of mankind. So it works, right? So the crypto market been out since Bitcoin been out since 2008. And anyway, it makes a lot of money, and the only way you have the opportunity to make any money off of either or stock and or crypto, you have to get off the sidelines and you have to get in the game. So it's been my motto to get off the sideline, get in the game. And I've heard how people say you shouldn't buy any stock or any crypto unless you understand what it is and what it does. Well, I don't share that same opinion, right? I don't share that same attitude about it, right? Should you know about it? Yes, you should. Should you wait to get in the game until you find out about it? I don't think so. And the reason being, some folks learn by trial and error, right? Well, it's my hard-earned money, and I don't want to lose my money. Hey, nobody wants to lose money, but we all lose money on a regular basis, whether we throwing it in a lotto or whether we lose it, whatever the case may be, you're blowing money, right? So anyway, to not get off on a tangent, I believe you should get in the stock market. I believe you should get in the crypto market. And as you're doing your study, as you're doing your research to understand the stock, the crypto that you're interested in, you can't lose with going with ETFs into the main thing. The main thing of stock is the S&P 500, right? S&P 500 is the top 500 stocks across the entire stock market. And you don't actually have to buy the S&P itself ETF. There are tons of ETF that tracks the S&P, that tracks the top 500 stocks across the stock market. And there are different various prices of those stocks. So you could find one, right? Or you could just get started with SCHD, which is Charles Schwab is a pretty decent ETF, right? Pretty good. I mean, not say decent, pretty good ETF. And they did a split not long ago. The price was up to, I believe, $70-something. And since they did the split, it's been down in the 20s, right? Between $22, $29. So no one has a crystal ball. I can't tell you when it's going back to $70. But I can say it's not going to stay in the 20s. So it's a good time to start acquiring that stock, right? Great thing is you don't have to buy a whole share. You can buy a fraction of a share. Now, let me say, $20-something is not a lot of money for stock, right? So I would recommend you buy a whole share. But anyway, that's just my my suggestion, right? So you can get started with something like SCHD, Apple, the list goes on and on, Amazon, Google, right? And so you could start DCAing into either one. Let's say you want to do $5 into Amazon or $10 into Google, whatever fits your fancy, right? But you could get started into one, and then you could begin your research of that company or that stock. You could begin to do your research of the stock market, how it works, and understanding it. but at the same time, you can get started, right? And if you're only putting $5 into a stock, in my opinion, you should be able to do that every week as you're doing your research and as you're doing your study. So by the time you feel comfortable with it, you already have been in it 2 or 3 months. You already have some skin in the game, and now you better understand it. You can take off from there. Again, that's just my opinion. Okay, when it comes to crypto, the number one crypto is Bitcoin. The number two crypto is Ethereum. Bitcoin has been as high in the last less than 90 days. Bitcoin has been as high as 109K a coin, right? And right now, I believe it's down to like 90, it's under 97K, right? So from 109 to 97 is what, 12K, 13K, something thereby. So if you was to start into that, TC into that, $10 a week, right? And by the time you feel comfortable with the research you've done on Bitcoin and the crypto market, you already have some skin in the game, right? So whether you could start with Bitcoin, whether you could start with Ethereum, whether you could start with something like Uniswap. Uniswap right now is beat down. I'm not sure where it's at. I haven't paid attention on the day, but it's under 15 bucks, right? So that's my thoughts. But anyway, I like to try to pique interest into the markets, right? Pique interest into building your financial knowledge and share with you some of my experience since I've been in the game, share with you some of my little small knowledge since I've been in the game, and share with you ways that you can begin to do your own research and study to grow your financial knowledge. First step in growing your financial knowledge, I say Google is your friend, right? We Google everything else. You can Google whatever you want about the stock market to learn the stock market. Google owns YouTube. It's going to push you into YouTube. You're going to see tons of YouTube videos. I've given some people who I consider to be a resource to me. Larry Jones, Stocks with Josh, Keenan Gray, Stock Bowl, Smart Money Bro, Wall Street Trapper, Chris Sane, and the list goes on and on, right? You have the Mommy Trader. She's pretty good. I like a lot of things about her. Her vision and her goals don't always line up with my vision and my goals, but she always gives great, solid knowledge, great, solid information, great, solid tips, right? And that's what you need to advance your financial knowledge. Okay, threw that out. Now let's come back in. On today, normally, it's Sunday, and I would like to give my inspirational words of inspiration, right? Probably not gonna do that today. It's been a busy day for me, enjoying my wife, enjoying my grandson, and then I got my daughter, one of our daughters, had my new granddaughter, and another one of my granddaughters. So had a full house for a while, had a lot of fun, enjoying family. And so, in other words, I'm a little tired, the day is going by, and I still have other things to do. So if I was, excuse me, if I was to go into inspiration, it would be probably that, and I've gone over this one a time or two, but as a man thinketh, so is he. I remember I did a video. I've been doing this now since I started YouTube, July 15, 2022, right? And I only have a few followers. Don't hurt my feelings. I've helped at this point, over 450, 500 people get into the game investing that I know of since I got in March of 20, right? And I thought 400 of them would become subscribers to me when I started this channel. Been at it, over 2 years now, and don't even have 100 subscribers. Didn't hurt my feelings, just reveal things about people, right? Before I started this channel, I had like a bunch of text group chats, right? People that I was dropping knowledge, information to, tips and what have you. And at that time, I could only have like 20 to 22 people in a group, and that's all my phone would allow. And then I had to start another group. And when I began to write all the names down and jot them up, I had over 400. I was like, wow, I got all these groups I've been trying to keep up with. I can't do this. It's taking up too much of my time. I still have a life, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, I started the YouTube channel. And, you know, have a few subscribers, have a few people watching, have very few likes. I would appreciate if you would hit that like and subscribe button. I would appreciate it. If not, hey, life goes on. I don't think it's a big deal to ask for the like button because it doesn't cost anyone anything and it's not making me anything. And I'm a long ways from having my YouTube channel monetized, but it makes a person feel better when they have somebody supporting them, right? But anyway, I started this channel to one, it's a form of journaling my experience. That way I could go back and see my journey. My kids could go back and see my journey, my grandkids, and I have great grandkids, or great grandkids, or however far down the line it goes. They can all go back, they can look at the material, they can learn from it, they can grow from it, and they can turn their financial world around based off of what Papa left them, right? So that's my intent. The other intent is to help out anybody that I can. I believe I made a video one time, I'm gonna drag as many people along as I can. It's funny that it's over 2 years later and I can't see the evidence of my fruit, but that's okay. I'm still keeping on at like John Henry, right? John Henry, I'm revealing my age, but in school we talked about John Henry. So anyway, I wanted to share a few things that I've shared over the time that I've been doing this. I know I had a video, it probably was a short, and I was talking about I love to give myself options. Not talking about options trading, I'm just talking about options, opportunity to better myself. And that's in every area of life. I like to give myself options and recommendations, options and suggestions, options, and being able to weigh the odds of what it is I'm trying to do and how I can maybe or possibly do it better, to position myself in the best possible position that, even if what I'm doing doesn't work out right, if I put myself in the best possible opportunity, it'll still work out as best as it can in my favor, right? And I can always improve on where I was because it was a sound, solid decision. I could take out what didn't work, I could put something in to offset it and continue to push forward. I apologize if I'm not saying anything to make you laugh, because face to face, people say I'm comical, right? But here, I'm trying to get it out as fast as I can and trying to make sure everything I say is something valuable that folks can use, right? Okay, something valuable that folks can use. I'm looking at one of my old posts in my community tab of my YouTube channel. This was back, it's not giving me a date, it's just saying 1 year ago. And I say my top 10 stock picks. And I have Amazon. So when I was looking earlier today, what I wanted to say, I have been harping on Amazon since I first started YouTube, right? So I said, okay, if I've been doing this 2 years, I recommend you go and you Google, wow, I can't see it because I'm doing the video on it. I recommend you go and you Google Google Amazon low 2 years ago, so 2022. You can Google Amazon low of 2022. I took a picture of it earlier today, but you can compare their lows of 22 compared to where they are now, and you would be grateful, right? You can do, I got Google up there. You can do Google low of 2022 versus what it is now. I talked about Shopify. Shopify low of 2022 and what it is now, right? Tesla 22 low and what it is now. Nike 22 low. Well, Nike is beat down right now, but still, Nike is still a good company. It just may take a long time for you really see a nice return. But you would have a very nice return with Amazon. You would have a very nice return with Google. When Shopify did its split, I believe the price fell as low as $29, and it's been routinely over $100. That's a stock. Anyway, I'm not gonna get caught up in it. Apple, right? Nvidia. Anybody who's been following stock, you know that Nvidia has been berserk. It's been bonkers. It's been like a crypto. It's been even worse. It's been even greater than a crypto. I mean, when I got Nvidia probably 2 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, I picked up Nvidia under $200, about $195. And since then they've done a split, but it went from $195, it rocket shipped all the way up to $1,300, around $30. Then they did a split. If I'm not mistaken, the split was like 10 for 1, I believe. So when they did the split, they lowered the price from $13.30 down to like $125-ish, right? And then over the next 90 days, I believe the price fell to just under $90, right? And then it's been back up around 120s to 140 something, right? So that's saying a lot, but if you do the math, I think you'd be pretty happy with Nvidia. At least I know I was. And no, I didn't have a lot. I've since gone great gain, but anyway, so that was my top 10 stocks I dropped before. Okay, the next one I had dropped right behind that, they say my top 10 crypto picks. Of course, I have the number 1 and 2. I was just speaking of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin lows, I did it this morning. Bitcoin lows of 2022. I don't even want to say it. It kind of hurt my feelings. Well, it didn't hurt my feelings. It was music to my eyes. But, you know, for someone who, anyway, let me see. I have it. I did plenty this morning. That's wrong. Excuse me. Amazon, let's see. Bitcoin lows of 2022. Well, I did 2023 because this is 2025. Bitcoin lows of 2023 was the lowest it was excuse me, just over $17,000. Bitcoin when I gave it. It was just over $17,000. You may say, well, I didn't have $17,000. Well, let's say you was doing $10 a week for like 2 months, right? 4 weeks in a month. 10 times 4 is excuse me, $40. So that would have been 2 months at 10. So that would have been 10 times 8, $80, right? So let's say you had $80 of what is that? $17,000 coin, right? So it went from 17,000 to 109K, right? So you would have had that 80 with all the gains that Bitcoin went to. I didn't do the math, but I can tell you, you would have been amazed at what your $80 was currently worth. I'm just saying, I'm giving valuable information, and I didn't just start giving this information today. I've been bringing it. I don't know if everybody is getting it. They say, I don't know if you can trust me. I don't show you any charts. I come, I give you recommendations, I give you suggestions, and I say, go do your own study, go do your own research, and see what kind of opportunities you want to present to yourself. A moment ago, I was talking about giving yourself good options. I like to give myself good options in every area of my life, in my transportation, in life, right? I go to the doctor on a regular basis. Why? Because I want to give myself good options, right? I want to know what's going on, what I can improve, what I need to change up, right? I go to the optometrist, to the eye doctor, right? I go to the allergist, right? I've been living in Savannah now for 3 decades. I have some allergies, right? Going to the allergist helped my life better. Helped my life, helped me able to breathe better. The prescriptions that they give me. Anyway, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Did a research on Ethereum price. Ethereum was like $899. If not in 23, 22, somewhere thereby, it was $899 a coin. Right now, it's beat down to under 3K. Let's see, $899, 3K. Do the math. ICP, I brought ICP. ICP is beat down right now, but ICP throughout crypto winter have been beat all the way down to, if I'm not mistaken, $2. $2, and it's been up to $21, right? It's not there now, but I'm just saying, Sand, Mana, Matic. I think Matic been changed to Polygon or whatever. Anyway, I got Gala up there. I got DOT. I got Near, and I have Solana. Solana right now is beat down. It's not beat down to where it was in crypto winter. In crypto winter, it was under $50, right? And it's been up to what, $290? Excuse me. And right now, it's down to like $200. So that gives it the room to run between $90 to $100 a coin. So it's a good buy right now. What's going on in the market? I started out talking about the tariffs and what have you. So crypto has really pulled back, and somebody might say, oh, I'm finna get out of here. I'm finna sell everything. It's your right. You spent your money to buy the coin. If you're no longer happy with it and you want to get out, go ahead and do what's best for you. But if you don't need the money right now, right, then it's a great buying opportunity to buy it while it's beat down, ride it up. Just my opinion, right? And don't take my word. Go do your own study. Go do your own research. Pull up Stocks with Josh. Looking at it now, I have a post right here that says good resources to get connected with in order to grow your financial knowledge to build your financial wealth. Jasper Racine, right? Stock Up Larry Jones. Stocks with Josh. Let's see. Keenan Grace. Mommy Trader. Stock Mo. Stock Curry. Chris Sane. Myron Golden. Wayne Malcolm, and the list goes on and on and on, right? It's free knowledge. I say the free university of YouTube. It can really help you. And I'm just going through what else I brought. This is, what is this again? This is ICP, right? I got the screenshot of ICP and I commented on, right? Let's see, what else I got? Got to go back and go up. I think I have something on Uniswap. I can't see it right now. This computer is moving so it's freezing up. Let's see. Oh wow, it went all the way back. I brought Serve Robotics, right? I brought Serve Robotics to us, let's say 6 months ago. It's not giving me a date, but at the time, Serve Robotics, I picked it up on a Tuesday afternoon at 4:30, right? And I know I brought it to the YouTube channel, but I posted it as soon as I found out. I didn't mention it in a video till later, but anyway, I picked it up on Tuesday, 4:30 at $8 and some change. By Monday at noon, lunchtime, it had doubled from 8 something to $17, right? Yeah, so all I'm saying is I've been doing my research. I've been sharing my little knowledge, and I'm gonna keep doing that, right? I'm gonna keep doing that. I enjoy doing it, and there's enough for everybody at the table. So you don't have to take my word. Go do your own study. Go do your own research. Get linked up with some of these sources I'm sharing with you, and get in the stock market, right? AI is gonna make it's gonna cause it's gonna do a lot of head count on a lot of jobs and a lot of positions, right? But it's steps you can take right now to prepare yourself, to put yourself in the best possible position to succeed in life by getting involved in the stock market, by getting involved with crypto, by growing your financial knowledge, by by following some of these people that's going to teach you tips and how to protect your gains, right? How to protect the gains that you earn in the stock market and crypto, because you have to sell to lock in profits. You don't have to sell your whole positions, but you have to start locking in profit, and then you have to put those profits to good use, right? If I sell, do I have to pay taxes? Yes, you will have to pay taxes. But we all know tax season doesn't come up until March of the following year, April of the following year. So in the meantime, you could put your money to work, you can grow it, and yes, every time you sell, it keeps up with your Social Security number, and you're going to have to pay taxes on it. But then you sell a portion of your stocks to come up with the money to pay your taxes, and you pay your taxes, and you keep going. And this way, you are building your wealth. Anyway, I could go on and on and on because I have a passion for this thing. I have a passion for sharing the knowledge. I have a passion for people putting themselves in a better position to turn their financial world around for themselves. When you turn your financial situation around in the stock market and crypto, the money that it generates is nothing like the money we generate by doing work with our own hands. It is greatly significant. And that great significance can help you eliminate your debt. And if you keep at it, it can help you eliminate your spouse debt. You keep at it, it can help you eliminate your kids' debt or put them in a better position to succeed financially in life. Okay, I'm going to cut it off here. I'm already 25 minutes in, and I probably have lost half of my viewership along the way because I don't make you laugh, and I just keep going on and on. But I'm just trying to share something with you to help you out. Put it to use if you will. Throw it out let it come in one ear and go out the other. This is a free country. We can do what we'll do what we want to. But I feel at peace because I've done everything I can to help out my brothers, my sisters, and anybody out there in the YouTube University of Life. I'm bringing it to you. I'm trying to share my knowledge. I'm trying to give you great people you could follow to help you advance your financial knowledge, to help you grow your wealth. Good people, I wish you guys all the best. Take care and be blessed continually, my friend.